What's up, guys? Andrew here. Something happened a couple of days ago which I remember. Like, I kind of essentially got the thought in my mind of smoking weed. You know, you probably know what I mean. Maybe you've quit for a day or half a day or a week. Then that thought comes and it kind of like stays there, and it's like a kind of like itch. Then you're kind of doing that tug of war thing in your mind, where it's like, maybe I should smoke. Oh, no, definitely no, I shouldn't smoke. Maybe I should. No, yes, no, yes, no. Like that kind of tug of war is what I mean. So, yeah, the thought popped into my mind, I think 2 days ago. And yeah, and so what would happen in the past when I was trying to quit, that would happen, was I would kind of fight it off for a bit, then it goes away, then it comes back, and then I'm like, no. Then, blah, 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 then eventually it would kind of come back. And eventually it would go around for longer. Then I would be kind of like entertaining the idea, and then I'd kind of just be like, it would just kind of get like a bigger obsession, and then eventually like, fuck, there's only one way to get rid of this this annoying thinking, all this obsessive thinking. There's only one way I know, which is to call the guy and spark up, do it all over again, and then that would turn into weeks smoking one every day, and then maybe months, and then quit again, and then ran around like that. And so a couple of days ago, so it came in again, and so what did I do basically? So the reason I didn't fall for it, essentially, I didn't give in to it, was because of the work I had done previously before quitting. So what I've learned to do the last few years when trying to quit, or when quitting, is maybe 10 days before. So I set a quit weed date, and 10 days before that. So let's say, right, I'll try and be more clear about this. So let's say I'm smoking weed now, and I've got to the point where, God, I'm sick of it again. It's just really, my life is shit, and I can't, I can't do anything, and I'm just out of control with it again. And so I want to quit. So I decided, right, I'm going to quit 10 days from now. That's going to be my quit weed date. Because if I I know that if I just say, like I say every day, okay, today's my last day, and then tomorrow no more, and then tomorrow comes, okay, just one more day, one more bag, and then okay, that's it. Then the next day, okay, just one more, goes around like that for weeks, months, years. So that doesn't work. So I know that it doesn't work to just say, okay, I'll quit tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. So what I've learned that works, if done effectively, is quit about a week from now or 10 days from now. 10 days from now, okay. So let's say it's the 1st of January. I'm going to quit on the 10th of January, or the 11th, whatever. And so from now until the next 10 days, I spend that time reprogramming my mind every day. Doesn't even have to be a lot of time every day. Half an hour minimum. An hour a day is great. Do it a couple times a day, even better. Reprogramming the mind. Because keep in mind that the mind is currently on a program. It's on a program, and the program is that you want weed. And not only do you want weed, but you don't want to be without it. So by that I mean you link pleasure. So when you think of weed, you feel pleasure. You're like, yes, I want that. And when you think of being without it, it's a painful feeling. Like, oh no, I don't want that. I want weed. I don't want to be without it. And it's pleasure, pain. That's the loop. That's the pattern. That's the cycle. And so if you just quit weed, today's my last day. Tomorrow no more. If you try and do that without changing this pattern, it's going to be the same thing. Then the next day, you really want it, and the idea of being without it, oh, fuck that. Yes, just one more day, like that. So we need to break that pattern. And the best way to break it, so the best way to quit is to have broken that pattern before we quit. Then when we decide, okay, I'm going to quit 10 days from now, then spend those 10 days still smoking, but spend those 10 days reprogramming the mind, reprogramming the mind. So I'll tell you what the reprogramming is. It's so as we said, if we're smoking weed, we link, or in our nervous system essentially, and in our brain, there's connections in our brain that when we think of weed, we associate it with pleasure. Weed, pleasure, yes. When we think of being without it, we associate that with pain. Being without weed, oof, no, pain. Weed, pleasure. Without it, pain. So it's extremely difficult to quit if you're wired like that, and you may have experienced that. Weed, pleasure. Without it, pain. No. So we want to switch that around, and that's how we quit easily. That's how we quit easily, without problems. Spend those 10 days making it so that from now on, when you think smoking weed, you feel, oh, pain. No more smoking weed, because man, my life will continue like this. In fact, it won't continue, because in this universe nothing stays the same. Things either grow or deteriorate. So your life will either grow or deteriorate. So if you continue smoking weed like you're doing for 10 days, I mean, if you let me say that again. How you're smoking weed now, if you continue smoking like that, a year from now, things are going to be much, much, much worse. So, link weed to pain. Yeah, how if you these smoking weed habits, if you're still doing it like that in 5 years from now, how will your life be? Shit, right? Let's get real, it'll be shit. You'll have disappointed yourself. You'll have disappointed everybody. Everybody that loves you will just see you wasting your life away. You wasted so much money, so much time smoking weed. You know, you could learn like 10 languages in that time, literally. You could learn skills, make tons of money, learn about business, whatever you want. You know, get a new girlfriend, boyfriend, anything, rather than just smoking weed and just deteriorating yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence. So that's why it's extremely important to rewire yourselves, link weed to pain, and link being without weed to pleasure, because it is you're free. You can do what you want. You can I don't know what you want with your life, but whatever it is, you can do that now. You're not wasting your life away. You're not making yourself brain dead until stoned. Someone says something to you, what? You know, that's how I used to be. You know, smoke weed, okay, that's it. No more conversations, no more thinking. You're not going to remember anything. Can barely even fucking stand up off the sofa. Just no energy. You know what I mean? So I can't remember what this video's topic was about. How to start it. What I started it. Oh yeah, because I got the a couple of days. I got the thought of smoking weed, and it was no problem for me. Why is that? Because I had already successfully trained my mind. The thought of weed happened because some new friends of mine, I'm gonna have them stay around in my house in like 2 months' time, and I know that a couple of them smoke weed, and then I kind of just had the imagination of them smoking weed, and I got like the little trigger of, oh, should I smoke weed? And then it basically, because I had been I have successfully rewired my brain, and it's actually really easy to do. It doesn't take long. Because I had done that, I didn't have that itch. Oh, maybe I should smoke it. No, I shouldn't. Maybe I should. That didn't happen, because the part that is maybe I should, that no longer exists. Maybe a tiny bit, but no, it doesn't exist. I've killed it. I've got rid of it. I've reprogrammed it. And I've really strengthened the part that doesn't want anymore. And then once you do that, it's really easy. And because I realized that rather than me making just videos telling you about it, it's actually more helpful if I teach you how to do it and show you and give you a tool where you can actually use it yourself and reprogram your brain yourself, and it's really easy. And so I've made a couple videos about that. Of quick videos. So what you've got to do is go into the comments, click on the link for the videos, and then you got them, and then you can start reprogramming your brain. And then that's how you can get rid of that annoyance, of that conflict of wanting it but don't wanting it, blah blah blah. Get rid of that conflict because it's a pattern of the brain, and you can reprogram it. So get those videos and use them, please, for your own sake. And thank you again.